Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Joyride podcast. This is going to be such a good episode. I just feel it because I am feeling so inspired in this moment. Also, I just want to apologize if you hear me sniffling or if I sound off. I am at the tail end of pushing through this sickness out of my body. I woke up on Thursday morning. I was in Arizona, not this past weekend, but the weekend before for a work/play visit. And I came back and I got my period. And then I ended up getting really, really sick. I woke up last Thursday morning and my lymph nodes were so swollen and my throat felt so itchy. And I was like, something is happening and I don't feel good. And I was getting migraines, which I never get. And I either had a really horrible cold or some type of flu because I have not been this sick in quite a while. And I really don't get sick that often. Like, not even to sound like that bitch that's like, oh, I never get sick. But like, I really don't because I take such good care of myself. But I have been doing so much fucking deep healing and purging throughout the past few months, as you all know, if you've been listening to this podcast. And I really just felt like, I really felt like my body also needed to detox as well because everything is all connected. The mind is connected to the body, which is connected to our spirit, our soul, our emotions, everything. So this has happened to me so many times before where I'm going through like deep purging and my body just happens to go through a deep purging or detox. So hopefully this all sounds okay. Also, it is midnight. It's past midnight. It's almost 12:30. It's now Wednesday morning. I should be dead ass asleep right now, but I just was feeling so fucking inspired tonight, you guys. And I'm just like, I have to get out the mic and I have to record an episode because I don't want to lose out on this momentum and how I'm feeling in this moment. It's one of those moments where you just feel like your world is being rocked in the best possible way. And it all started off with going on a deep Instagram scroll, aka a rot, sitting on my couch, which, like, listen, okay, I don't think that this is good to do every single night where you are just scrolling into oblivion, but like, it is so cathartic and so, I think that's the right word. It's so therapeutic to have these nights where you just like scroll on Instagram and you come across just exactly what you need to see. And tonight was one of those nights where I was coming across these videos, you guys. I was cackling like a fucking hyena. I was laughing so hard. And I also feel like combined with getting my energy back, you know, when you're sick and you feel like you don't have like any brain cells, basically. That's how I've been feeling the past, 5 days or something. And today's been the first day where it feels like, oh, I'm coming back to life. There she is. Here's my energy. So I was rotting on Instagram, laughing my ass off. And then I was just in a funny mood and I was posting funny stories. And then it got me in my nostalgia feels. And I was going back to like, me in high school, me in college. And then I was doing like a scroll on myself. And I was just like feeling nostalgic and going back and just thinking about these past few years of running my business. And I've just been feeling, honestly, I can say it how it is on here. I've been feeling so disconnected in a way that it's hard for me to even explain. It's not like a depression or I hate my life. Like, I genuinely love my life and I love the work that I do, but I've been feeling so almost like disconnected to the world in a sense, or like disconnected to giving myself to the world. I don't even really know how to transcribe this or like put this into words, but I know that it's because I have gone through so much emotionally over the past few years, especially since I basically launched my own business. Like, things just become so much harder And I don't even think I really truly realized how much I have survived and how much I've gone through. And I'm just sitting in this space right now, you know, as we're coming up on the holiday season. By the way, I'm just going to let you know now, this episode is going to be Rebecca is talking about herself the entire fucking episode. Like, I'm feeling like I need to just lay it all out there. This is not going to be like an inspirational, empowering, let me help you episode. It's going to be Rebecca is going to be a narcissist and talk about herself the entire episode. So if you're not down for that, no need to listen, but I really feel like I need to get this off of my chest, and hopefully maybe you'll find something to resonate to in this episode, which I'm sure you will if you listen on. But anyways, like, as we're coming up on the holiday season and we're going into a new year, and I'm coming up to the end of my Saturn return, and I have just been experiencing massive breakthroughs over the past like month or two. Massive fucking ego deaths on a level that I didn't even know was possible, and just so much clarity, and just watching myself and going back to like 2018, 2019, right before I moved to Austin, and like just going back and like putting the pieces together, basically, like, how did I get here? What am I doing? How do I move forward? All of the things. And there are so many different sides to me as a human being. And I think this is something that we can all relate to. Like, when I think about myself, I think about someone who is deeply rooted in giving to others. I'm deeply rooted in being of service to others. Like, I have lost sleep and I've cried to myself because I just want to change the world and I want to innovate it in so many different ways. And like, I have this fear for other people that they're going to go their entire lives not being truly connected to themselves. And like, that genuinely keeps me up at night, and it scares the living fucking shit out of me. And like, I feel like I've done a good job at vocalizing that, but like, people are still asleep. They're still in the fucking, they're zombies. Like, I am still surrounded by zombies who are asleep. And luckily we are moving into the age of Aquarius. Shameless shout out to my Substack, which I launched this past week. And I'm loving Substack, so please go follow me there, because I'm writing some good ass shit that is going to make you think and go deep and just give you a lot of really, really incredible wisdom and insight and knowledge and personal reflections and all the things. But I posted something today talking about the age of Aquarius and how we're shifting into this totally new era of basically like people coming back to their individuality, but like, in doing so, it's for the collective good. And it's just got me thinking so much about who I am as an individual and really like what I give off to people. I mean, I believe, and I don't want to sound like one of these people that's like, yeah, I journal and I'm so authentic and I'm so self-aware and I'm so truthful, but like, I really am. I'm a truth teller. I say it how it fucking is. I'm super authentic. I'm super myself. And if I'm not, I recognize that shit so quickly and so easily. And I'm like, I take myself out of the situation because I never want to not be authentic. But I know that since launching a business, like, there has been just sides of me that I just love and adore, and like my funny side. And I honestly think that I'm absolutely hilarious. Like, I see myself as a comedian. I see myself as someone who's just like, I don't give two shits. I'm super funny. I'm charismatic. And like, yes, those sides of me come out, but I feel like there's a side of me. It's been like 70% of me. And it's like this side of being in service and being the visionary for people and being the source of empowerment and inspiration. And like, you can do this, and like, watch me as the example. And like, yes, don't get me wrong, that is such a huge part of who I am. Like, it really is to my core. But as I was going down this rabbit hole tonight, I'm like, damn, like, there are so many other sides of me that have just been overshadowed because of all of the stress that has been put on me over the past few years. And that stress really lands in two categories. emotionally and financially. Like I have just been I can't even begin to describe the stress that I have been going through in those two areas of my life, and they go hand in hand with one another. And I was sitting at my kitchen island tonight thinking like, I want to get back to this girl that just like felt free. Like I wasn't bogged down by my financial situation or like running a sustainable business. I just was like being authentic ass Rebecca and creating and working out because I loved it and showing people like I wasn't trying to sell anything. I think that's what it comes down to. Like now it feels like at the root of everything that I do, like it's always going back to like, oh, how can I sell myself? How can I sell my personal brand? How can I sell my business? Like working with a client. And I'm just like, I'm tired, you guys. Like I'm so tired of living like that. And like, obviously I can't go back because we can never go back. I can't go back to 2018-year-old me or 2019-year-old me. And I wouldn't want to because I am so much wiser now. And like the shit that I've gone through in my 20s, like I don't even know how I've done it and how I've been able to remain this positive and this optimistic. And like, it's because I have done so much deep work on myself. And like people all the time will tell me, you're so positive and like, you're my spiritual advisor and I come to you when I'm feeling low. And just like, I know that I'm that girl and I'm so proud of being that girl, but it has taken me so much work and I would not change a single thing about my journey. But like, I just want to go back to this world where I don't feel this fucking pressure. Like it makes me so emotional. I'm so tired of feeling this pressure to make people like want to buy into me, if that makes sense. Because like years ago when I was just doing photo shoots for fun and I got so obsessed with working out, like I wasn't selling a damn thing. I was just posting on Instagram when it was just Instagram. I also miss those days. And as much as I love, you know, innovation and technology and transformation and evolving and all the things, like I was looking back at my Instagram, I'm like, I miss the days when we could only post photos. We could only post photos. There were no stories. There were no reels. There was no TikTok. There was no threads. There was no nothing, you guys. Like times were so simple and we just had so many less distractions and so much like less stimulation for us. I mean, we had Twitter, but like it was Twitter and Instagram. Obviously Pinterest was still a thing and like Tumblr. And I definitely think that we're going more that route. Like I've been obsessed with Substack and like getting threads and like moving away from a lot of the video content creation. But I just feel like times back then were so simpler, or maybe just because, you know, as you get older and if you're in the space that I'm in, which is personal development and spirituality, it's like I am always striving to learn more and to grow more. And I'm every damn day, I'm learning more about myself and I'm unpacking and I'm going back and doing the deep shadow work. And like, it's a lot. And it's almost like back in the day, I was kind of ignorant to all of this. And I just was, it's like I knew how intuitive I was and I knew how much of a truth teller I was and how authentic I was, but I didn't rely on a system to tell me why. I just was like, I just knew, like I always knew that I had this deep connection to my body. And when I first got into working out after I graduated college and I literally saw my body transform, like I had no idea that it's one of my gifts. And like, I knew all this information without having like the receipts and having the facts. But now that I do, it's so powerful because I'm like, this information, like I wish that I had it back in the day in a sense, because it just would have validated so much for me, because there were so many times throughout my journey where I felt so lost and I just didn't believe in all of me. Like I didn't believe that like this is what I really like and this is what I'm really good at. And like, okay, so this is what I'm supposed to be spending my life doing. And now that I'm, running a business, and every day, you guys, I wake up and I'm just consumed with the pressure of like, how am I going to make this work? And it's not to the point where it's like, okay, I'm going to throw in the towel and never do this again. Of course I have my fucking moments and my days where I'm like, how am I going to do this, God? How? Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel so overwhelmed. But the depth of this knowing is so strong in my freaking soul and body that like, I know that I'm supposed to be doing this. I know that I'm supposed to be recording a freaking episode at 12:37 in the morning because I just feel so called to share this message. Like, if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this shit. So it's like, it's not a matter of like, what am I good at anymore or what am I here to do? Like, I freaking know, but I want to get back to being this girl where I didn't feel this pressure of selling and making it work. And, with all that being said, like, if I chose to burn down everything and if I chose to go the route of like, I'm just going to get a stable job and I'm not going to do any of this, like, that would release so much pressure. Obviously, I would never have to worry again about like getting clients and making this work and blah, blah, blah. But like, I can't do that. It's not part of this journey. So now I'm sitting in this energy of how do I go back to showcasing all of these sides of myself? And it's not that I've been fake throughout this entire time, but do you ever feel like you are letting one side of you outshine all of the other sides of you because of some type of societal pressure or making someone happy or staying in a relationship, staying in a job? Like, that's kind of just like what I've been feeling like. And I know that it's rooted in me. Like, I've battled with myself a lot with, do I really, really share what's actually happening? Or do I continue to show people what's possible? And there's a very fine line in that, because I believe in being vulnerable and being honest and being a truth teller and sharing with people, because that's the only way that we can actually connect with one another. But at the same time, it's like, well, there's work and there are thoughts and insights that I need to keep to myself, because I just don't need to be sharing every little thing, obviously, about myself and my life and what I'm moving through. Like, even the people that you see on social media that you feel like you really, really know, and you know their partner and you know their kids and you know this, like, I just want to remind you that they're literally showing you 1%. Even if, like, I follow this one creator, Manana, she lives in Vegas. I love her. I don't know anyone that posts as much as this girl. When she posts, she does like these daily stories. There are like 50 stories a day. And I really feel like, oh my gosh, I know her sisters, I know her family, I know her boyfriend. Like, I know exactly what's going on in her life, but I don't. I know 1%. I know the 1% that she's showing me. And it's something that I have to constantly remind myself of. Like, even if I think that I know all of these things about my favorite YouTubers and content creators, like, I don't know fucking shit. Like, I really don't. And it helps kind of check me and say like, hey, what information are you putting out there? Because I will get really down on myself because I'm like, Rebecca, you're trying to be this perfectionist, I'm doing it all role model for people. And then you have people coming back to you and they're looking at you like, oh my gosh, you're doing so well and you're thriving and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't know the fucking half of it. And then I get like mean and defensive and I'm like, okay, but that's my own damn fault, because clearly that's the energy that I'm putting out there, which again, it's not like I don't want to be posting this energy, but there are also other things and just like sides of me and other things that I'm moving through that like, I just want to share, and I want to share it without feeling this pressure of selling. Like, I do not vibe with selling or marketing in any way, shape, or form. It feels so just like ew to me. Like, the amount of people, I get so pissed off when people slide in my DMs, women, men. I think it's so, I'm like, why are you bothering me? Like, the whole, just trying to get me more aligned coaching clients and this or that. And listen, you got to do what you got to do in order to grow your own business. But like, you're not going to get a response from me. And sometimes I just want to say something kind of nasty towards them. But I'm like, what's the point? Like, if this is working for them, it's working for them. But every single time I get a message like that, I'm like, you will never catch me just randomly sliding into someone's cold DMs. Like, it just feels so wrong and so sleazy to me. And like, I have always known that I want my business to shine and I want people to know about me because of the experience that they had with me. And maybe not every experience is going to be, oh my gosh, this is super life-changing for me. But like, my dream business is a business where I can just live my best fucking life and just show up authentically me. And people are just like, yep. And they just come to me. And you may be listening to this thinking like, Rebecca, you don't know shit about marketing. Like, guess what? I didn't go to freaking school for marketing. Like, I lasted a whopping 6 months in the corporate world. I don't know, you guys. I don't know so much about running a business. I actually don't know shit. Like, I don't know how to run a successful business, but I also know that what I'm doing is my gift. I mean, I have many gifts, so they're all basically in one. Like, I'm giving my gifts to the world, and because of that, like, I just turned it into a business. So if you're listening to this and you're like, I don't know jack shit about running a business, or I didn't go to business school, I don't have skills in marketing, like, listen, I'm doing it and I'm figuring it the fuck out. Sorry that there's a lot of swearing in this episode, but I'm just feeling really passionate and really called. And usually when I'm feeling really passionate, I swear a lot. So just, parental advising. And then there are people who I've met and I've worked with, like I'm working with a girl right now, and she's been so amazing and has taught me so much about marketing and operations and systems. And she was in the corporate world for 10 years and learned so many skills. And I've met so many of these people and I'm like, damn, I should have done that. I should have just, been in the corporate world, stuck it out. But I couldn't make it last. I could not make it last. I was so goddamn miserable. And it also helps to hear about these stories of people who have or had no prior business experience whatsoever, and they just figured it the F out. And that inspires me even more, because I'm like, I'm one of those people. Like, when I get consumed by my own fear, I'm like, oh, should I go and get this job and it's going to teach me this and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, then when I really think about it, I feel my body ache. My body is like, absolutely not. You are insane. You're delusional. You're not supposed to be doing that at all. So I know that my road to success is going to be probably a lot rockier than someone's who was in the corporate world for 5 years, 10 years, whatever. And, the person who gained all these skills and they know how to successfully launch a business. Like, I am not that girl, but if you've followed me for 2 seconds, you know that I'm passionate as hell about what I do and I'm devoted to what I'm doing. And like, that is the thing that's going to lead me lead me to success, basically. Like, everyone else I know, especially if they're learning about astrology and human design, it's like, listen, I'm skilled in certain areas. And because of that, God is going to strategically put people on my path to help me where I am so freaking weak, because that is the point of collaboration with other people. Like, there are so many things that I freaking suck at, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care to learn about SEO and marketing and all this stuff. Like, I just want someone who's going to help me. And I want that person to be so passionate and so devoted in what they're doing. Like, to me, that's a dream. So just like, let me shine in what I'm doing and let me continue to stay authentic and consistent and show the frick up. And those people are just going to be brought across my path. But like, in doing so, I just want to remain so authentically me. And like, tonight brought out my funny side of me where I was just posting on Instagram and I was like in this energy of I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit what I look like. I just want to say what I want to say. I'm not concerned at all about, well, what if someone thinks this? And it's not even that I care about what people think. It's just like, I care about my business. I care about helping people. I really deeply care about wanting people to live their best lives. And usually that best life includes having money and having love and feeling fulfilled and feeling peace and all these things. But at the same time, that life also stems from being radically authentic and yourself. And like, I was thinking tonight about just the trends and just what Instagram has turned into, and I just don't like it. The amount of people that have told me, Rebecca, you should get on TikTok. Don't tell me to get on TikTok one more fucking time, because I'm gonna lose it. Like, I can't. It's not TikTok in itself that I don't like. It's just the trending audios, and you just get so wrapped up in all that shit. I will be the first person to admit that, like, it's a distraction and it's hard, because especially when you're running a business and you want to get sales and get clients, a lot of times you fall into this trap of like, oh, should I do this trending audio? Listen, if you don't, kudos to you, but like, I still do, and it sucks, and I don't want to be in that energy at all. But it's really hard in today's age, I'm going to be completely honest, when so much of, you know, the social media world is caught up in the trending audios and the algorithm and the this and the that. It's like, I was talking to someone the other day about, she was talking to me about like fitness supplements. And we were talking about creatine and BCAAs and aminos. And she was saying that back in the day, like, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago, she's like, we just took whatever. We had no idea what was in it. And I think as time goes on, as we get more advanced when it comes to innovation and technology, like, we're becoming way less ignorant, which is great. But it's like, think about all of the issues that we have today when it comes to AI and technology in our food. And it's like, 10 years ago, these weren't problems at all. Like, it's kind of just crazy when you really think about it. The more advanced that we become as a society, the more problems that you get. It's almost like the saying, like, the more money that you have, the more problems that you have. Like, I just miss the days when things were so much simpler, where I didn't even know what a trending audio was. I just posted what I wanted on Instagram, because all that I had the option of was posting one freaking photo. And that was it. Like, I just really want to go back to a simpler time. And I am in the space right now of navigating how the heck I do that. And I will continue to share about that journey and how it's looking like for me, and obviously share what I learned with you guys, because really that's like what I'm all about and what I'm working on in my business and coming up with programs and courses. It's like, I just want to share things that I've been able to master, and a lot of things I haven't mastered yet. And that's still, you know, gonna be a part of my journey. But like, I'm working on coming back to just a simpler life, simpler, and like where I'm spending my time and my energy, and finding gratitude in the simplest of things. And just like, even tonight, just going on this Instagram, you know, scroll, rot, whatever you want to call it, and just like feeling so nostalgic for living in the Bay Area and then listening to Bay Area music. And I'm like, this shit makes me so happy, and I can just feel so bogged down by the pressures of just business and this and life. And I'm just like, I'm tired. And I was looking at photos of myself, and I'm like, I just miss her. Like, I miss the old Rebecca. And it's funny because throughout every stage of my life, I was always navigating through something, whether that was navigating through what the hell is my purpose and what am I doing with my life. And those phases of my life, you guys, those phases were hard. They were so challenging. Like, I am so grateful for all of the work that I did throughout the span of my 20s, because I would not be the person that I am today if I hadn't just explored and put myself out there and let myself freaking fail at things and quit jobs after a few days and just like truly go after every single thing that I wanted. But when I was in it, I was so lost at times and I was so confused and it was so hard and it was so challenging. And like navigating through being cheated on in my first relationship that I was like so in love with this dude, and like just navigating never feeling chosen by men, and just like I've been through some crazy ass shit, you guys, as we all have. But like through it all, I have been able to remain so optimistic and so positive, and it's only gotten better as I've gotten older. Like I am a way more positive and way more optimistic person than I was 5 years ago. Like I remember right before I moved to Austin, driving in my car one day thinking like, I just want to be connected to God and I want to be a happier person and I want to be a more positive person. And like I always had these like pings throughout my life, especially as I got older, like in middle school, then in high school. Like there were just things that I would notice in myself that I really didn't like, and I'm like, I want to change this. But again, I just was ignorant back then because I didn't have the information that I have now, or I don't even know if that's ignorance. I just didn't know as much as I know now. And I'm so grateful that I now have the tools, and I've met so many incredible people that have helped me along my journey. And like I'm my greatest teacher, me and God, the big G upstairs. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for the work that I've put in over the past, is it a century or a decade? I said the wrong thing in the last episode, and then when I listened to it back, I meant to say, I think it's a decade, right? Decade is 10 years, century is 25. Hopefully that's right. If not, like whatever, let it go. But when I was looking back at photos from a few years ago, I'm like, I was that bitch who didn't give a fuck. But like when I was in it, I definitely did give a fuck. I cared what people thought, for sure, way more than I care now. And I was always just navigating something, going through some type of trial or tribulation. But I think just as you get older, like you just have a different view and a different perspective of your younger self. And I know that I'm going to feel the same exact way when I look at photos of me, you know, in 3 years when I'm in my 30s. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, remember when I was moving through that and I thought it was so hard. And like, you know, I just want to remind you of that because yeah, like it's, I don't know, growing up, not even just growing up and getting older, but the more work that I continue to do on myself, and I will never stop doing the work, because doing the work is truly the greatest gift that I could ever receive in life. Like, I mean, maybe one day when I find my beautiful, perfect, amazing husband, I'll feel a little bit differently and I'll feel like him and my kids are the best thing that's ever happened to me. But like for now, I'm just like doing the work. Self-discovery, self-understanding, self-growth, self-development is just like the greatest gift in the world, because I've seen myself go through so many different phases and so many different cycles, and I'm so grateful for every single one of them, even the one that I'm in right now. Like I truly feel like I have gone through so much darkness this past, not really for the span of this year, like the past few months have just felt really, really dark. But again, not in like I'm depressed and I'm like, don't know what I'm doing with my life. It's just major ego deaths, and like I'm noticing all these things about myself, and like, yeah, running a business, it's hard. Like I don't want to say that it's, you know, it's amazing. Let me say that it's amazing, and it's one of the most incredible things I've ever done, and it's so gratifying, and like it's a feeling that I truly can't explain unless you have your own business, to see yourself literally live out your potential and to serve other people and to be of service to them. Like it truly is such an incredible feeling and experience. But at the same time, like I didn't have this pressure that I now feel, and that translates a lot into how I show up online. And I'm like, I'm now wanting to synergistically combine like old me, where I didn't have those pressures of being a business owner and, you know, getting the sales and marketing and getting clients and like navigating, okay, well, I do have this now. And I'm really, really, really proud of the work that I'm doing, of the work that I'm contributing to this world, and for having this business and for sustaining it and for wanting it to grow and prosper and become something truly incredible, and to pour my energy and my gifts into so many different outlets, but also just going back to a time when I didn't feel that pressure. And this is not going to be an overnight thing where I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, okay, I've got the recipe for success. I think, you know, most people who are in the same position as me like probably feel a similar way, because it's hard when it's all on you. I can't even imagine the pressure that you feel when you're running a company. Like I've had that thought of like, oh my God, that sounds horrible to run a company and then you have a marketing team and this team and that team. I'm like, I just want to run myself, man. I want to call the shots, and I want to do exactly what I want to do, and I want to show up in a way that I want to show up, and I just want things to feel easy and effortless and authentic. And it's funny because every time I have a thought like this, I go back to my human design, and I'm like, that's literally what freaking human design teaches us. It's just like, approach the world in a way that you want to approach it and be so authentically you, and the magic will happen. And when I lean into that, like I really see the magic happen and things just become so much easier. But it's just getting back to that. It's just remembering that. And I will continue to remind myself that every single day until I get to this point where it truly is seamless and it's effortless and I'm shining and I'm making all of the money in the world and I'm experiencing the love and everything that I want. Like, but I'm not there yet, and that's okay. And I'm navigating the journey of getting there. And because of that, I'm able to come back to everything that I've learned and to be able to be nostalgic and look back at myself and see my growth and see my change and see how I've transformed and innovated. And like, I mean, also as I've gotten older, I'm like, damn, I was so beautiful back then. Not to say that I'm not beautiful now, but like, it's just wild to look at yourself, like, especially in your 20s. I'm like, I did not have as many wrinkles as I have. Like, my skin, and it's funny because I've always had troubles with my skin. But like recently I've just been going through some shit with my skin over the past like 6 months, and I'm like, what was I doing 3 years ago? My skin was so perfect. But again, when you're in it, it doesn't feel that way. It's when you're out of it that you can look at it and be like, oh, I had it way better than I thought. It's what every older person says, like, oh, enjoy your youth because you're not going to be able to move like you were at 28, or like you're not going to have as many wrinkles or this or that. And it's so true. Like, now that I'm less than a year away from 30, I'm like, holy crap. It is so true. Everything that they say is just so true about getting older and just truly appreciating exactly where you are. Because listen, there's always going to be something to stress about, to worry about. And yeah, I want to get back to this place where I just feel lighter and I'm allowing these other sides of myself to shine through and not feel this pressure that I feel when it comes to running a business. So we're going to be sitting in that energy for a little bit and navigating through that. And just like with everything that I go through, I appreciate what God is putting me through, because on the other side of it, I get to view myself and I get to see myself transform into a better version of myself. That's always how it is. Like, looking back at these old photos of myself, I'm like, you know, a part of me is like, oh, I wish I could go back. But I'm like, no, I don't. I don't wish I could go back, because I'm a way more enlightened person now. I'm so proud of the person that I am. And like, I've been sitting in this phase right now where I don't feel the prettiest. I don't feel maybe like the strongest mentally. No, I do feel really strong mentally, but like, I don't know. I go through these phases where I feel like I am that fucking bitch. Like I'm the hottest thing to walk this earth and I'm so amazing. And it's just because I've gone through so much deep emotional healing and clearing lately, and like the ego deaths, you guys, have been on another fucking level. Because of that, I just have not been feeling that like into myself, if that makes sense, you know, like my true number one supporter, number one fan. And I'm like, you know what, I'm ready to get back to her. It's also just, you know, I feel like it's just the season. Like in the summer, I feel so freaking hot. I feel like the baddest bitch on the block. And like this always happens every winter. I'm like, I just don't feel as into myself. But like I'm ready and I'm excited for the day where I come back and I'm like, here's the baddie again. It's probably going to be towards the end of the year. I just feel it because my Jupiter's in Sagittarius. Then we have Aquarius season. And in Aquarius season, I'm like, I am that fucking bitch. And no one can compare. So yeah, I've been navigating some heavy stuff right now that is literally transforming me into a whole ass new person. And I'm so stoked to meet that new person and to continue along this journey and to be showing up and sharing all of this with all of you who are listening. I'm so grateful for that. And I love the work that I do so much. I love the work that I do so much because I do it all on myself. Like every single thing that I share about, I am doing for me. Like I really see myself as someone who embodies what they share wholeheartedly. And every single thing that I share is what I need to hear myself. And I'm really, really proud of that. So yeah, this ended up being a lot longer than I thought. Surprise. Actually, no surprise at all. Okay, we're going to end this here because it's now 1 a.m. Holy shit. You know, this is just the life of being a creative force. If you need that reminder, like creativity does not work like the 9 to 5. Like, no. We are creative, powerful ass human beings. And sometimes the creativity sparks at random times and you just got to, you know, take it by the horns. Is that the saying? I don't know, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week, and I will leave all of my links down below as I always do. And please share this episode with someone that you think needs to hear it, because I'm sure that someone in your network needs to hear at least one message from today's episode. So if you could share this message, follow along on Instagram, on Substack, where else am I? LinkedIn, I've been posting there every day. Follow along. It would mean so much to me. And I love you. Thank you for being here. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.